Personality versus character. That's what we're going to discuss today. Hey, friends, welcome back to the channel, man. As always, I am so stoked to see you. So I know, look, I kind of said it like personality versus character, as if these are two things that are dynamically opposing each other, right? And I don't know that that's the case, but I do know that I have been burned by personality, and I do know that as a culture, we put far more value on personality than we do character. If you think that's true, leave me some comments down below, and maybe it's a reference or an example or even something from your own life of where this has happened to you. Now, as mentioned before, like I've put people into leadership positions, right? I've hired people based off of personality, right? Oh man, is outgoing. Oh, they're dynamic. You know, they have all the right answers. Like they're just projecting some confidence to themselves, only to find out that their character was absolutely horrendous. Liars, selfish, only looking out for number one, right? So I had to take care of some things then. I was too quick to judge based off of words that were spoken, you know, and I think we create this dynamic. I know that we do in the military, where we're looking for key words, key phrases, key ways to say things. And if you do that, then that must mean that, right, you're schooled, you're learned, you know the answers to the test, however we want to say this. But I can tell you that I think sometimes we just need to slow down, and we need to find a way to dig past the personality, past the surface level, and understand what people's character is. And I'll give you at least a way that we can do this. Because most of the time, we're not going to find out character until after we get into the mess of it, into the thick of it. That's when you find out somebody's true character, right? Is how they're living and embodying their values. What virtues really define who they are. It's not necessarily a negative event, right, that needs to happen. It could be a positive event. But these are the times that we're going to find some things out. And it's even going to be in the routine, in the mundane, right? How do we treat those things? Do we treat it as if every win matters? And so we do the best job we can with the task that we have at hand? Or do we just pencil whip everything and call it a day and wait for the big score and the big drive? Wait for the sexy play, right? So, you know, as we're, you know, going through life, I think if we're more open to listening, right? Listen to what somebody is really saying or not saying. What are they able to articulate? What are they having trouble, you know, getting into, right? Where can you find this? I know, you know, as sitting on boards, which is basically like a job interview, you know, I ask a lot of open-ended questions. I don't ask closed, easy book answer style questions, right? I want to know the heart of it. Like, if you're encountering this situation, how are you going to deal with it? Maybe it was a positive situation. Maybe it was a negative scenario. Maybe there's a twist in it, and I want to just see, you know, how much you're going to bend. If you don't know, like, how much are you going to cover things up? When are you going to ask for help? Ask some questions, man, and listen to what's being said to you. Listen to what is being not said. Because in silence or in skirting around some things, I think we can really begin to understand some ideas of character. Quit looking for the quantifiable answers. Everybody always says when somebody leaves, right, that the organization was better off because of their service. Everybody says when somebody is hired that they're going to take the organization to the next level. Every single time. Well, if that was true, man, we would have absolutely no problems in our economy. We'd have no problems politically. We'd have no problems in our work. We'd have no, equal opportunity or sexual harassment or assault issues, right? I mean, come on, friends. The lies that we tell ourselves. Because all we're looking for is personality. Somebody comes on hot and strong. Man, we know that they're going to be G to G, right? But it's when their character is tested. That's when we start to truly understand. And I think, time has at least told me that ultimately people haven't changed over the years, the decades, the centuries, the millennium. Technology has certainly changed, right? And our ability to react to some things has maybe changed. Our ability to process information is certainly a lot faster. But the quirks of humanity, the darkness of humanity, the goodness and the brightness, this beautiful mess that makes us who we are really hasn't changed all that much. The way we dress may have changed, right? The music that we listen to has changed. But today's generation is really probably not that much different than my generation. Probably not that much different than my dad's generation. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. The personalities out there, the cult of personality. We look for a driving personality. We look for somebody who can say how they're going to take the organization from this level and take it to this level. Maybe that organization is just the shop. Maybe it's just the department. Maybe it's just the section. Maybe it's just a job. Maybe we don't care about the next level for the job. We just want the trash being taken out or whatever the case is. And can you do that efficiently and effectively? Because if you can do that then you're going to bring value to the team. And I don't care about your character. Because your personality is what I'm looking for, even if it's a dull personality, if that's all I want. But if we really want to change some things in ourselves, in our family, in our community, then we need to understand that it's not the personality. It's okay to argue with people. It's okay to have difference of opinions. It's okay to not get along on every single situation that comes up. So long as ethically, morally, for safety reasons, right? We're on this song all on the same page. That on the big things that we're in agreement, that we're going to the same place. Like we get that we're going to the same end state. That's where we're going together. I would much rather have somebody that I bicker with, that we get on each other a little bit, gnaw on each other, right? I would much rather have that and know that I'm with somebody who's going to be there in the long haul than to be somebody who only had personality, but in the end revealed themselves to lack the character needed to endure the storms of life, whether that's personally or professionally. I think, friends, I'm sure that you would agree with me on that. The society that we're in right now is taking pleasure in personality. This is nothing new, but man, it's out in our face because of the speed and the quickness of technology and the ability to change perceptions has never been so great as it is right now. Because again, technology has changed. We see it. You can give it any sort of phrase that you may like or care to, but ultimately I think we just need to be aware of these two things and not to latch onto somebody because of their personality, whether it's in our love life, whether it's in our job, our economy, our spiritual well-being, politics. Be looking out for character. Understand that it's a long game that we're playing. Ask our questions and be open to listening and be opening to difference of opinions on things that don't really, truly matter. Find agreements in what does, and I promise you, you're going to find yourself somebody that's probably going to be there for the long haul. Hey, let me know what you think of the content and the quality of the conversation down in the comments below if I can learn how to talk. Well, we can keep this conversation rolling. If you did find some value in it and you think somebody else may do the same, then consider sharing the message with them. Let's spark some conversation. Leave some comments again down below. Maybe it's an issue of character or personality that you've had with yourself or with somebody else in your life and how you work to resolve that issue or situation. Again, man, I appreciate every single one of y'all. You stay out there and you stay stoked.